Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Jackie and let's get started. For DIY number 1, I'm taking 2 of these haunted house plaques and a pack of the wooden planks. And I was going to use the craft sticks, but I ended up not using them. So I'll begin by removing the packaging off of these plaques, these haunted house plaques, and I'm going to use 4 of the planks. And all I'm going to do is add a bead of glue to the bottom of this haunted house plaque, and I'm going to add one of these planks, and it almost fits perfectly. Look at that. And I'm going to do the same to the sides. Look at that. So most likely the other haunted house plaques that are out there, you most likely won't be able to do this because they're really odd shape. But this one is more kind of a rectangular kind of shape. So these wooden planks work really well. And this regular hot glue that I'm using works well enough because this is just balsa wood. And the balsa wood does pretty well with just hot glue. And plus I'll be reinforcing the inside with some more glue, which you'll see here in a second. So here I'm just trying to get it to fit just right. And so now here I'm going to reinforce all the seams with more hot glue. And now I'm going to add my last piece of plank. And again, I haven't had to cut a thing, so this works really well. So one more bead of glue, and I'll just add it on there. And I do reinforce it as well, like this. And once I get this done, then I'll make sure that the other piece is going to fit just right. And the top of the chimneys are a little bit odd, so you have to make sure that you get the right side on there. So it does fit perfectly. So now I'm going to go in with some of my Waverly chalk paint in the colors ink and elephant. But first I'll begin with ink, and I'll paint it up like this. And so once it's all painted, and I painted everything inside, outside, everything. And now I'll go ahead and hot glue this piece, make sure it's on the right side. I want the chimneys to match. And I'll just do a couple of dabs of glue on the corners. I don't have to do a whole bead of glue because the corners would be good enough. So now here, look at that. Perfect. I've got my own little 3D haunted house. So cute. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Waverly chalk paint in the color elephant, and with my chunky chippy brush, I'm going to distress all the edges, and I want to make it to look very old and weathered and neglected and haunted. All that fun stuff. And I'll go along all the edges, and I'll do all the windows and the door. And then of course I do the sides and the back and the bottom and everything that I can get my hands on. I will go in with this Waverly chalk paint and make it look spooky. Spooky, spooky. And all I'm going to do is just hot glue each ghost coming out of one of the windows, because isn't that what they do? They come out of the windows. Now, even though the ghosts are a little bit big for this haunted house, I'm gonna make it work. Look at this. This is just so cute. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, so I have 4 grandsons and 1 granddaughter. So you'll see what I do with my granddaughter towards the end. But look how cute. Oh my goodness. So now I'm going to go in with some of these lights, these LED lights, and they're the color orange. I added batteries to them, and that's why I needed that little gap on the side of my haunted house, because I'm going to put my lights through there. And that's pretty much it. And my inspiration was from Michelle's Cozy Home, and this is mine. What do you guys think? Is a part of the Try It Tuesday monthly challenge, and it is hosted by Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs, and we are to recreate at least 3 DIYs from other creators on YouTube and make them our own. How fun is that? So with this challenge, there's a playlist included, and so when you're done watching my video, please head on over to my description box and watch the playlist and get lots of inspiration and see how we recreate these DIYs and make them our own. So much fun. Okay, DIY number 2, I am taking one of these wooden wicked plaques from the Dollar Tree, removing the twine, and I'm going to fill in the little holes again the same way. I mean, you can do spackle or filler, wood filler, whatever, but I feel like I'm going to go ahead and paint it, so I might as well just fill it real quick and easy way, and just some hot glue. It usually works out pretty well and it does a good job, so might as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some of the Apple Barrel Kelly Green paint, and I'm just going to paint the word wicked. And then I'll take my Apple Barrel paint in the color yellow to paint the moon, and then I paint the hat and the broomstick black. I didn't show it, but I did. I painted it black. Okay, so now I'm taking this hula skirt and I'm going to take a nice little piece of it, remove it from the jute twine, pull enough jute twine through, make sure I don't lose any pieces, like this. And now I'll just pull it straight. a bow tie like this. You just have to keep finagling it and keep working it and get it to shape the way you want it. So you just pull it tight, fluff up the ribbon, pull the ends, and then keep working it until you get it the way you want it. And so here I'm going to also dovetail the ends, because you have to dovetail the ends on this kind of ribbon. Just makes it look right. So like this. So all I'm going to do now is just hot glue it in place just to give it a little something something. And this one is done. And my inspiration piece came from Masparkles DIY. Super cute. And this is mine. What do you My last DIY of the day, I am taking this 2x4 and I'm painting it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant. And now with the rest of the paint that I have in my little dish, it's got black, it's got gray. I'm going to kind of distress the whole piece, give the whole piece that kind of spooky look, that kind of aged look, and I'll do all of the sides until I get it to look like this. And now I'm taking a pack of these Halloween metal words from the Crafter Square. And these were actually from last year. I haven't seen them this year yet, but I'm sure they're coming. And I'm going to use the words haunted and the words spooky. And now I'm going to add some of this apple barrel paint in the color jack-o'-lantern into my paint dish and mix it up just a tiny bit. And very, very lightly, I am going to paint the haunted word. So like this, just very lightly. Not give it a full coverage at all. Just give it that kind of spooky look. And I'll do that to the haunted, the full word, until I get it to look like this. Look at that. Once it dries, oh my goodness, it looks so good. And now I'm going to take some of my apple barrel paint in the color white and add a little dab in my dish and mix that a tiny bit with the rest of the paint that's in there. And I'll paint my word, my spooky word, with this concoction, with this mixture.